What's up, everyone? It's TV, and I'm back in Roblox Islands for a new update. That's right, we got the new update today, and it's massive. And I say massive because there's so many useful items in here, and it's crazy. So there's like this new Teleseller, there's new fruits. Look at this. This is the plum tree. Look at that. Pick up the plums. We got new berry bushes. I'm gonna have to show you that on my own island. And we got all kinds of stuff, some new factory items. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's go ahead and jump straight into this. So over here, if you look, this is my alt island, by the way, DV shop. And I have to remind you all that Great Sky Houdini is my alt. I'm going to be renaming this account soon, but it is currently Great Sky Houdini, and this is my shop. Yes, it is. So most of these items are going to be tier 4, okay? So I'm going to start with the industrial stuff first, and we're going to start getting into like the crops and things like that, because there's a lot of things in here. There's new totems, there's all kinds of stuff. But the first thing we're going to cover is all this stuff. So let me go ahead and turn off shadows here so you can see this a little bit better. There we go. All right, so most of these items here are only accessible through the tier 4. Now, the tier 4 you do not have to own. You're probably thinking like, what? DV, you just said these are through the tier 4. Yeah, you don't need to own a tier 4. You don't. Check it out. Go to any of these people that have a tier 4 on their island. Most of these top, like Waffles is for sure going to have one. Any of these islands here, Buey's going to have one. Any of these islands that are published that are decently sized are going to have a tier 4. You know what you can do with that? You can craft things in their tier 4. I've been telling you all this for over a year now. You do not need workbenches. You can do it. You can borrow other people's workbenches. It's fine, as long as you have the resources. So right here is the new stuff. So the main thing I want to show you is going to be the industrial merchant teleseller. This is crazy. What this did right here is made it so that your island can now have a factory that's like a tycoon. That's right, it's like a tycoon now. So if you played tycoons, you can auto sell stuff from your island into this thing. It's kind of like, if you check out Factory Simulator, has it too. So there's a way you can now sell anything from your island that could be sold to NPCs. So if we come over here, check this out. You can sell stuff. You can change the NPCs, so depending on what you want to sell. They even have a melon stand. This is something that is not really mentioned at all in the update notes, but you can technically now sell watermelons without having to wait for Cletus to come to your island in the summer. So here's the downside. You know, at a convenience, there's always going to be a cost, right? So this thing does cost a lot of, red bronze to make in the first place. So I'll show you. It's like, I think it's like 500. So let me go down here to the teleseller. So this thing's 500 red bronze. So red bronze is going to skyrocket today. Red bronze is like one of the most valuable resources there are in the game right now. But it's going to be 500 for that. And you're going to probably want more than one of these. And it's because you're going to be able to set each of these telesellers to a unique item that you're going to be wanting to sell, because it's kind of like a food processor. Now, the one thing that's going to happen though is the teleseller does have a 10% charge. So it doesn't tell you here, but it does cost 10%. So what you would typically get, so say for example, if I wanted to sell like to the oil baron here, petroleum barrels right here are 900 coins each. If you go to him, if you just like, take the time to go to the hub and just sell it to him directly, you'd be at 1,000 per barrel. But for the convenience of doing this auto, then this is perfect, because that means you never have to go to the hub. And I don't know about you, but I do not want to have to go to the hub, right? I mean, going to the hub, just time consuming. If I just want to AFK real quick, like if I get disconnected, I can just reconnect and then I'm selling again, which is really nice, especially if you kind of max out storage. Maybe your storage chests are always filling up, and especially for iron, maybe you have an iron farm or something that's always filling up. Then you can just hook up that iron farm, so any overflow just gets sold automatically instead of just being stuck in full chests. A lot of people are like, well, why would I ever do that? Well, because full chests, you're not selling it, you're already losing. So you're losing potential as it is. So like I said, if you want to sell like iron's a great example. Let's change NPCs over to Mr. Blocks here. This is a great example right here with iron at 6 coins each. You know how many thousands of iron ingots you're wasting if you're not actually like picking them up or using them? So you can get 6 coins each, and we're talking thousands, right? So that's just money being saved. And so you can move this thing around depending on which things are going to be inactive. Maybe I've got oily crops, for example. Now the other great thing about this is you can now sell oily crops. That's right, I can now have an oily crop farm. And before, for a while, we didn't have a way to sell this. So without having to have the NPC, now you can sell this through the auto seller. So this is a huge value add. Now, oily starfruit, to my knowledge, we didn't have to clean these, so I don't know if they're bringing them to the game, but to my knowledge, these don't really exist. The other thing you're going to notice is that you can withdraw your coins afterwards. In fact, we could do a quick little test. Let's go ahead and put a conveyor here, and let's set it to like, let's set it to iron, because I probably have a ton of iron. Let me see. Yeah, I've got 2,000 iron, so let's go ahead and sell some iron. We're going to set it, we're going to change the NPC to blocks guy. We're going to select iron, and then we're just going to, it's already set on that, so let's go ahead and change our stuff to iron, and we'll see if we get some money here. So there they go. And yeah, it looks like they're pending here. See how it's like ticking, and it sells, it looks like it increments, it sells like that. So kind of addictive seeing this. I'm making money right away on my island. It does look like, is there a limit? It looks like there's almost like a limit. Am I seeing a limit? Yeah, there's like a limit here. So it fills up to 30. So you can't spam overflow it, but this is fine because most things aren't going to fill up like that. Now, the only downside to this would be if you have like a crazy auto farm, like maybe you're trying to sell like crops and stuff. This could be problematic because it looks like it's doing 1 per second, right? And it only seems to be giving me, am I right? It only seems to be giving me 5 coins, not 6. So it must be rounding up or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's only giving me 5. You see, it's like 1 thing per second, but that's still good because it's still faster than a smelter. So I'd say this is probably not good for like auto farms yet. So you might want to use crate farms for this instead. And you can actually pull it out. That's cool. You can pull the items back out. Anyway, so that is a really big item. This is probably the focus of everything is this Teleseller. It is a huge addition. Here's the other thing that's great. So we got some chests. These are the new chests. So this one is essentially, all of these are going to be kind of large chests. I don't know if this one is. This one might not be. Let's see, this one's only 60. Yeah, so this is a normal chest, but with a timer. I'll show you the timer in a moment. Now, this one right here is a large chest. The cool thing about the large chest, it can hold like 1,800 items. So no more having to fill up this. So compared to this, which can hold 720, your new chest can hold 1,800. And same goes for the input-output chest tier 2 here. This thing can hold the same amount as a large chest because it does cost a large chest to make it. I'll show you the ingredients in a minute. You can see right here, now it is an output, so you see how it pushed that out. But that is another great advantage is we have larger input-out chests, so you won't need as many of these. So this item right here is the time chest, and what you can use this for are things like, you know, auto, if you want to like auto do stuff. So like, let's see, like if I wanted to dump in a bunch of wood, for example, like this, see how it's automatically coming out right away. Well, what if I don't want it to because it's going to be too fast for, say, my sawmill? Or even better, like what if I was trying to process a bunch of ore? So check this out. So I've got like 300,000 ore of something, even like iron. You know, if I used an industrial chest, then I would have some issues, right? But look, I've got like 113,000 iron ore. So what if I knew my smelter could smelt like 3 of those every 30 seconds? Then I could set this to be 30 seconds and I could fill this up. And every 30 seconds is going to pop out 1. So in that case, we probably want to do it like every 10 seconds so that there's 3 that come out. You know what I mean? So essentially what you have here is a configurable time chest, which is going to make a ton of opportunities for new builds because a lot of the times we just didn't have that ability. The other thing you can do is you can set up a sensor conveyor with this so that you can trigger electrical kind of stuff. So maybe you got like a really cool electrical build and you want to do a clock or something. You could do it with this where things, you know, the clock is triggered by timers here. Lots of different opportunities with this chest. We've been looking for a timer chest for a while now, and this is the first opportunity we have of having a timer. It's really cool. So it's a great addition. So I'm going to show you these real quick inside the tier 4. Again, you can just use someone else's tier 4 if you're, you know, frustrated that you can't make one. So from a cost perspective, these items are not meant to be cheap because again, these are advanced items. So if you're just getting started out of the game and you don't have much, these are going to be a little higher tier. These are going to be harder to get. But you can see you got a large tier here. It's only 20 red bronze. It's not a lot, but here's where it gets you. It's in these, right? You got the copper plates. So you need 6 copper plates and then you need 2 copper bolts. You also have this one right here. This one's pretty easy to do and cheap. It's only 100 red bronze and you can get your input output chest. This one's probably the most expensive one because you do need 2 tier 2 conveyor belts, which is already expensive. Then you got the large chest, which is also expensive. And then you need 5 red bronze ingots, which is also decently, I mean, 5 is not too bad, but this is just going to be a lot harder for you to get. Most people aren't going to need these. You can just deal, you know, especially if you're kind of starting out in the game, you don't really need them. I mean, an input output chest that's pretty cheap is going to be just fine for you. So again, these are more advanced items. The other thing that they added, which is kind of okay, like if you needed it for any reason, they now have down ramps. So if you want to keep items, you know, from, you know, rolling too fast down something, you can just kind of use the down ramp and that works for you too. The other cool thing we got now is an Autoflower Planter. Check this out. So there it is, Industrial Flower Planter or Flower Picker. So this is great if you're lazy like me and don't want to have to deal with flowers. So you can essentially set these up. They do require oil. Unfortunately, I kind of wish that they didn't, but it just gives you one more reason to use oil. That's what it looks like right there. Now, the interesting thing about this one is unlike the tree planter, this one just does it. It's like a totem. So if you read the description here, it picks up a type of flower within a radius. It doesn't tell you what the radius is, but it does pick up a type of flower within a radius. So I'll do a separate video on the flower picker. I think that's a really cool item. I've been meaning to set up a flower farm here too anyway, so this is a perfect opportunity. So I'm going to be setting up an oil farm here, and we're going to set up a ton of these so we can make a really nice flower farm, especially for my colored blocks area. So if that's not enough as it is, check this out. So we got so much more stuff. Check this out. So we have new blocks. So we have new leaf blocks. These are really cool. So you can make these using leaves. You know, you need the leaf clippers, and then you just get the leaves, and you can just get these off of trees. Check this out. So we have new blocks. These are crazy cool looking. I love this one. This one's going to be really neat. And then here's the maple version. I was thinking you could use this for like flames and stuff. So if you know, kind of put that around your magma and maybe some honey blocks and stuff, you can do some really cool looking flames. So like these kind of, you know, this orange right here with that would look really cool. So I'm curious, you know, especially with trees, like some of these tree builds, I think these will look really good with the trees. So that's a really cool addition. The other things we have are new totems. Check this out. So we got so many new totems. We have an aquamarine totem. So if you've been hoping for aquamarine, we can do that. So we have aquamarine. Yeah, I mean, you can see the shard right there. So we have a way to get aquamarine shards, as well as I think my guess is a chance for crystallized aquamarine. And then we also have an obsidian totem, which is pretty awesome. There's our aquamarine right there. We got obsidian totems, so these are going to spawn obsidian. Similarly, I think we can get crystallized obsidian from this. We got some shards, so it's going to be so much easier for you to get shards. We have sandstone totems. So you can see we got the new sandstone totems, both colors. So if you're looking for some good, you know, building blocks and be able to get a ton of these, they're super helpful. The other thing they gave us, which it wasn't really shown inside their update notes, but it's absolutely crazy that they added these. Check this out. So I'm going to go back to the hub. They didn't put these in their update notes, but I saw them inside the totem shop. Check this out. So if you go to the totem shop, red berry bush totem. So red berry bush totem, it can automatically farm your berries now. Huge. Blackberry, blueberry bush. We didn't even get to these yet. We're going to talk about those. They did also rename the regular berry bush to red berry, in case you didn't know that. So we got blackberry, blueberry, and red berry. So huge additions here. So you can set those up with your farms now. The other thing that they added, like I just said, was the berry farms. So check this out. So we have blueberries currently on my farm here. I just added these. Look at these are the blueberries. And they look so good. Look at those little blueberries. They actually look like blueberries. Let's see what they look like. Those are the blueberries. Man, that looks good. And you can eat them. And then you can sell these at the hub if you want, or you can use the teleseller if you have the totems. But you can see this is blueberries. And then blackberries we don't have yet because it is seasonal. So the way you get these is you need to talk to Cletus here. And here's the blueberry seeds. I already bought them. I think they were like 1,500 each. And I think you can only buy 2 of them. So they are going to be pretty rare. You can only buy 2 seeds at a time. Especially today, people are going to be buying them like crazy. So don't wait until tomorrow. Make sure you go buy your blueberry seeds today. Get in the game, buy those before it's too late, because after that, you're going to have to wait 4 days for them to come back. So make sure you get your seeds. And then blackberries, like I said, wait for Cletus. I think it's going to come around spring. That'd be my guess, is he's going to be coming to you during spring. So blueberries sell for 24 coins, and then blackberries sell for 26 coins. So they're definitely more than a regular red berry, but not that much. Now, the king of all is going to be this beast. This is the most valuable item currently in the game, besides like, you know, radish and watermelon. These will give you 50 coins each. Right there, I just got 150 coins. So see these 3 plums? This is right here, 150 coins. That's outrageous, crazy. That's why you can see I bought how many trees? 200 trees, because I'm going to be making an auto farm for these trees. And in fact, I think Jesse just did an avocado. I haven't watched the full video, but I know he just did a avocado farm. So you can imagine if he has a farm like that, he could probably swap all his avocados out for this. And I'm assuming he's going to do that, and he's going to be making a killing off that. I won't be making something similar to that. I'm just doing it for my own fun. But, you know, check out his video if you're looking for a really good fruit tree farm. So go to sell crops, and if you see that, 50 coins. So I just got 150 coins. And then again, right here, blueberries are 24 coins. So I got 96 coins. Now, of course, yes, 100%. I get it. Some of you are going to be like, DV, it's too high. I have to quit the game because I just can't get any of these items. Okay, come on. First of all, a lot of us who have been playing this game for a year did not have items to grind for. And, you know, we've been playing the game for so long. Red bronze was useless. Most of us had red bronze refineries that did nothing, absolutely nothing for us other than rage blades. Now they've given us stuff to grind for. So if you're new to the game and you're expecting just to hop over to the advanced stuff overnight or even within, you know, weeks, you might need a little bit more grinding time. But the fact that we have these like advanced items for some of our advanced farms is huge. And again, you don't need your own tier 4. Number one thing I kept seeing in my stream today, in my live stream, people kept saying, DV, should I quit because I don't have a tier 4? And I'm like, you don't need a tier 4. Like, why are you saying you need a tier 4? What you do need is red bronze. And guess what? You don't even need a red bronze refinery. And you're going to be like, what, DV? How are you doing this without a red bronze refinery? Do you see a red bronze refinery on this island or my main island? No. What I do is I go and buy it. I go and buy my red bronze. And that way I don't have it, you know, I don't have to wait around for any refineries. People are making money off these, but I just grab these these. And yeah, I could buy them from players, but you know, I went to, during the live stream, I bought like 400 red bronze. Yeah, it was expensive. What I would recommend is instead of doing a red bronze refinery, go make a tree farm, go make a fruit tree farm, go make a plum farm, go make a watermelon farm. So again, you can sell these blueberries to the stores. You can sell watermelon seeds. You can sell, I think right now it's pumpkin seeds, and just farm those. Like watermelon seeds during the summer, you can sell them for like 500,000 a piece. So there's no reason you can't just go and buy some of these materials. And finally, the last thing here I thought I would mention, because I didn't put it in a video, but I should mention it just in case you get scammed, because I don't want you getting scammed, but it is a few weeks old, is this. So check this out. If you go to John here, if you scroll to the bottom, here's the luxury egg sculpture. So this is a part of a contest. It is 10 million coins. So if someone's trying to sell it to you for more than 10 million coins, you are getting scammed. Make sure it's 10 million, no more than 10 million coins, and you're not being scammed, okay? But you can buy this from Tom inside the main hub area. It is just this luxury portal sculpture thing, so don't get scammed. Some people were trying to sell these for like $1 billion or something like that, and people are falling for it. So, but anyway, that is going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of this update in the comments below. I'm curious what your feedback is. I'm super excited. We can now auto sell to NPCs out here. So thanks again for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next vid. Peace.